WeatherScope.
Well, severe weather is blanketing the southeast this Saturday night, bringing with it thunderstorms and tornado warnings. Good evening, I'm Kim Perez. In the northeast, well, another round of rain is heading that way. But first, our top story, the southeast. For that, we go to Sharon Resulton in our forecast center.
Thanks a lot, Kim. We continue to watch a few severe thunderstorms rumbling across the southeast. Now, there are still some tornado watches in effect, and we'll take a look at that as we find an increase across southeastern Georgia and across northern portions, generally northwestern Florida. Tornado watches remain in effect at this time. Just a reminder that a tornado watch simply means that conditions are favorable for the development of tornadoes in and around the watch areas. And Colin Markey, a senior meteorologist, joins us now. He's going to tell us a little bit about some of the dynamics that are coming into play here with this area of low pressure, which has incidentally brought a lot of hail across much of the deep south this afternoon and on into the evening.
Yeah, we have tremendous wind energy, both at the low levels and also 3 to 4 miles up in the atmosphere, we call mid-levels. And oftentimes severe thunderstorms are energized by stronger wind fields. And in fact, as we head on through the nighttime hours, both the low-level and the mid-level wind fields are going to increase. So that's actually going to sustain this complex of thunderstorms as it moves on toward the southeast coast.
So folks who are used to seeing the watches being dropped late in the evening might expect more of them to be added, possibly.
Yeah, that's right. I don't think it's out of the cards, and in fact I expect that as we head on through the evening that the watches will be extended toward the east for the reason that the low-level jet, which is the fuel for this complex of thunderstorms, actually tends to increase at night on a diurnal cycle, on a day-to-day cycle, but also the area of low pressure is going to be increasing and strengthening as well, so the wind fields associated with that developing low pressure will strengthen as well.
Okay, let's look at the satellite radar composite, and you can see how the thunderstorms really blossom. Not seeing so much into North Georgia, northern Alabama, that's more of a rain event, but stronger thunderstorms to the south of that region, and that's where we're seeing some of the problems. There's a line that extends along our cold front, or just to the east of the cold front, kind of chugging on ahead of it. Stronger storms again north and west of Panama City, and we'll zoom in a little bit closer. We find some severe weather as we get into northwestern Florida, around Jackson County, into Decatur County of Georgia, and Tattnall County in Georgia as well. And that's where we've seen, folks, some of the stronger thunderstorms. Not a severe event around Atlanta, though. A little more stable there.
That's right. The air was much more juicy as you head down toward Macon, the central and southeastern sections of Georgia. And as you know, the thunderstorms feed off the warmth and moisture in the low levels of the atmosphere.
All right, there's a look at our frontal system. This particular area of low pressure is going to be moving northward and eastward toward the northeast as we head into tomorrow. This will be storm number 2 for the northeast. They just got a battering with some wind and some rain, still seeing the effects of that. And this one will be heading on in for Sunday morning. Colin, let's focus a little bit on what's happening now in the northeast.
Okay, here we have the area of low pressure, the primary low over eastern Pennsylvania, and actually this is a colorized infrared shot, and what it's showing us is the temperature of the cloud tops, and the brighter colors, the yellows and reds, indicate that the cloud tops are higher, and therefore the rainfall is perhaps more intense. And so right now we're seeing a blossoming of the rainfall across easternmost New England. If we look at the Doppler, notice that there actually are a couple of embedded thunderstorms heading up through the southeastern portion of Massachusetts up toward the South Shore. So the rainfall will be in a bursty nature and will be coming down at a pretty good clip across those sections over the next hour or so.
Okay, and the marine warning still in effect for a good chunk of the northeastern coast, and we'll need to watch out once again for some very gusty winds, which have been up to 70 miles per hour.
Up to 70 across southeastern New England as we head on through the night, perhaps as high as 50, particularly in the higher elevations of interior New England.
Okay, Colin Markey, thank you very much. All right, that does it from the Forecast Center. We're going to take you back to the studio with Kim for the rest of the nation's weather.
Thanks a lot, Sharon. Well, we have snow in the upper Midwest and very nice weather for the western half of the country. Let's take a look at the map right now. We have high pressure and control, and that's why we're having such nice weather in the Rockies and even in Los Angeles, San Diego, a few records, and we'll take a look at those in a second. But look at the snow on the map here in the upper Midwest. And even with our front into the Great Lakes, we're looking at rain, but not snow at this point. Because the colder air is coming in behind this, we are seeing the snow. So some rain moving into Detroit at this time, Lexington, a few showers moving off to the east. Interstate 75 is going to be slick tonight, but once we get past this area here, looking a lot better. Now the snow from International Falls to Fargo, Grand Forks, we could see some accumulations in some areas, maybe about 3 inches or so. Radar in motion showing it coming from the north, moving towards the southeast. And Grand Forks, again, Fargo, we're looking at the snow continuing here for a little while. And unfortunately, we're looking at winds too. It's very windy, very blustery, very cold tonight. Wind chills are probably way down there. And we could see gusts close to 50 miles per hour, actually over 50 miles per hour, especially in the morning. And even some rain now, a few showers hanging around here from the northwest flow from Omaha, south of Topeka now, so clearing out somewhat here in Kansas City. And actually, this should be on the decrease as we head through the night. We lost our daytime heating. And then we are also seeing very nice weather here for the west coast, high pressure and control, actually a few record highs. Sacramento 86 tying the record, and Galveston at 82 tying the record.